Assalamu alaikum, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Walaikum salam. Thank you very much for having me here. Currently, I'm Dean of School of Professional Advancement and the founding director of Institute of Hospitality Leadership. Our students should learn respecting time. We are actually coming up with 2+1 program by studying 2 years in Pakistan at UMT and 1 last year in UK or Europe. It could be controversial actually.
You just have to be plain with us.
So my apologies in advance to all my colleagues. Yes, please go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. Myself, Rafi Nasi, a student from the University of Management and Technology, currently studying in the Bachelor's of Professional Study from the School of Professional Advancement. I am also a part of a social media group named SPA InsiderCast, whose founder is our lecturer, Ms. Sana Rana, with Muhammad Hafiz as our leader, I as the team coordinator, followed by our team members Rana Muhammad Anas, Alish Bazaria, Mukarrama, Linta Zainab, and Hamza. Today, we are so honored and so glad to be able to hold this podcast with our very respectable and honorable guest, Professor Atif Hassan. He is currently the Dean of our SPA department, and he is a very humble man with over 2 decades of experience in different academic leaderships and has overall international experience in the Institution of Hospitality and Leadership. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Walaikum salam. Thank you very much for having me here.
Now, I have some academic questions from you regarding your experience that you've gained in different environments. Everybody knows that you have served as the founding head of hospitality management at BNU. Why have you inculcated IHL, the Institution of Hospitality and Leadership, into the Department of School of Professional Advancement in UMT?
Okay. Actually, I belong to the profession of management, HR and OB. So I was chairperson of the management department at Hassan Murad School of Management, and later I became the director School of Professional in 2019. So one fine day I received a call from the headhunter for the position of the Dean Hashu School of Hospitality Management, which was being located in Islamabad. So I respond to that call, and I hired by Hashu Group to formulate, to establish one of its kind first hospitality school of the country in Islamabad. From there, I shifted to Beacon House National University in a joint project of Hashu School of Hospitality Management and Beacon House National University. So after establishment of Hashu School of Hospitality Management in Islamabad, I moved to Lahore, and we established a hospitality school at Beacon House National University. From there, serving them around 5 years, so I moved back to my home university, which is University of Management and Technology, and the president UMT asked me to establish an institute for hospitality leadership at University of Management and Technology. So currently, I'm Dean of School of Professional Advancement and the founding director of Institute of Hospitality Leadership. So this is how my hospitality journey begins around 6.5 years ago.
A lot of people are wondering that when you came to UMT, you decided to inculcate the department, the Institution of Hospitality and Leadership into the Department of Professional Advancement. Why have you done so, and what is your long-term objective of doing so? Right. So
Hospitality is a profession of future. If we explore on internet and ChatGPT the professions which will last until 2050s, so hospitality is one of them, because many things can go online. Many things or many professions will being operated from work from home pattern, but hospitality, giving food to people, tourism and leisure activities will remain constant and will flourish with the passage of time. So for that particular reason, hospitality education has a lot of potential. So that's why UMT is focusing on establishment of a dedicated institution for the development of hospitality leadership within the country.
now you have taught students in a lot of different international environments such as Japan, the UK and Pakistan. What do you think our students can learn from those said environments to better themselves for the future?
Okay, very intelligent question. I must appreciate you for this particular question. Yes, I have diverse academic profile. Not only I have studied internationally, but I have taught internationally as well. I have taught to Japanese students, Malaysian students, and British students as well during my various positions to these countries. So one thing is that I appreciate Pakistani students. They are struggling very hard, but they need few things I want to share, that which is the difference between students from the developed world and students from our own country. So one thing I want to clarify, that our students are very much at par with everybody. But the major difference is that our students should learn respecting time and dedicate their effort in synchronization with their future goals.
Right. There is no doubt that many young scholars, they struggle with research and they use AI and they use these kinds of technological tools to help themselves in their researches. What would you advise to them? In what manner should they go about their research in a way that would be helpful for them in the future?
Yeah, I feel myself and my fellow researchers of my age, we were very lucky that there was no ChatGPT at that time when we were doing our doctoral thesis. So we have to go to the library, we have to find the journals in physical form, we need to learn or read the paper, the variables from those particular journal, and then we write the review. But nowadays, ChatGPT and other softwares are in the market who are doing these services for the students. But I advise my research students that you can polish your idea, you can polish your research question, you can take flavors from ChatGPT and other software. But if you want to become a successful researcher, you have to do the literature review and research at your own, which were the conventional methods for doing literature review and conducting research methodology. So you have to do it in that essence, actually.
Right. So in the future, when you look back at your academic legacy, how would you want to be remembered by different schools and different departments?
Yes, if we talk about the Maslow's hierarchy of needs and higher end needs, so I will be remembered as a fair person, a truthful person, and a dedicated person towards my profession.
Yes, yes. Right, sir. So recently you had a Meet the Dean session with the students from the School of Professional Advancement, which, mashallah, I would say was quite a huge success. You mentioned a tour to Malaysia on this occasion. Now, would you like to elaborate on this, and would you like to elaborate how this would be helpful for all the students that would be going on this tour? CVs.
Yes, actually we have recently signed an MOU with Malaysia University of Science and Technology. During my last tenure, when I was earlier working for University of Management and Technology, we partnered with Malaysia University of Science and Technology. This university is situated in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Malaysia is a very diverse economy and a very beautiful country. So traveling to Malaysia and bringing our students, taking our students to Malaysia and giving them a learning opportunity at Malaysia University of Science and Technology will definitely craft them a thorough professional the way we want them to be crafted, with having an international exposure. Let me tell you one thing, that international exposure has a lot of learning in it. If you teach few courses to a student, or a certification course for 3 months or 4 months to a student, in my opinion, if a student visit to a foreign university and stay there for a week time, he will be having much more diversified cultural education as compared to doing an online course or doing a certification from an institution.
Right. Yeah. On to the next question. You've had a tour to Malaysia before under the supervision of Dr. Sir Zaki Sadat in 2018. What exposure do you think those students gain, and where do you see them today with all the exposure and the different internships that you've gotten them in Malaysia?
That's a very beautiful time. In 2018, I was the director of School of Professional Advancement, and we took trip of 18 students along with few faculty members, including Dr. Zaki Sadat and myself. So we took the 18 students to Malaysia University of Science and Technology, and we did a very different sort of arrangement. What we did, their semester was going on, they are having their summer semester, and we included these 18 students into one class of Malaysia University of Science and Technology. And for next 2 weeks, both of the faculty members from University of Management and Technology and Malaysia University of Science and Technology were taking or teaching those hybrid mixed students of Malaysia University of Science and Technology and UMT. So it was a wonderful learning experience for our students. Our students developed very strong ties with the students who were studying at Malaysia University of Science and Technology. And even later, I met few students and they told me that they are very well connected with their classmates from Malaysia University of Science and Technology. Look, this is the way we can give opportunity to our students to connect with the international students and international faculty members. So in my opinion, these tours and trips carry a lot of weightage into one's career.
Right. Understood, sir. Now, since we're already on the topic of this tour to Malaysia, what would you like to say to our students from the School of Professional Advancement if you want to encourage them to come on this tour that you're hosting to Malaysia in our summer program?
Yes, we will advertise it on through our social media and through standees placed at our campus. So I would encourage the School of Professional Advancement students and Institute for Hospitality Leadership students to participate in this activity, because there is certain cost involved for traveling and for bearing the cost of your boarding and lodging. So I don't know that everybody would be able to make it up, but whosoever can afford this trip, it is going to be a life-changing trip for our students.
Now, there is a question that a lot of Pakistani students ponder upon. They ask if studying in this institution of hospitality and leadership is ever going to be feasible for them. People think that this institution is only beneficial if you want to open a restaurant. Do you have anything to say about this ideology that people have?
As I have shared earlier as well, that hospitality is included to the profession of the futures and the professions of the 2050. So hospitality is everywhere. Even we go to the customer care department of leading a multinational, you will see that they prefer to hire hospitality related graduates because they are very hospitable in their attitudes and they know how to deal with the clients. Not only in the hotel industry, in the tourism industry, there is a lot of potential for hospitality. But hospitality is becoming a general norm now, because the graduates from hospitality, they have certain skills which corporate sector is actually looking for, especially with reference to the customer care and the partnership relationship department, etc.
Now, thank you so much for sharing your academic insights with us, and I'm sure our students are very glad to hear what you have to say for their futures. Before we wrap up this podcast, we have a short rapid fire round for you. So please answer as truthfully as you can and as shortly as you can.
Sure, sure. I will try to. Yeah.
Do you prefer students who ask too many questions or students who don't ask any questions at all?
I like students who ask too many questions.
Right. So one thing that students think their professors do all day.
Work on their research papers.
Most creative excuse that you've ever heard for a student for a late submission of homework?
Usually the most favorite excuse or preferred excuse or frequent excuse I listen is, "Sir, आपने मुझे fail कर दिया."
Right. What's your favorite sentence as a teacher?
Come in class on time.
What's the most hilarious excuse that you've heard for a student being late to class?
मेरी गाड़ी का टायर पंक्चर हो गया था.
Now, I want you to answer in one word for each faculty member that best describes them, right?
It could be controversial, actually.
You just have to be plain honest.
So my apologies in advance to all my colleagues. Yes, please go ahead.
So let's get started. Let's start with Dr. Imran Sadiq.
Gentleman.
Professor Dr. Muhyiddin Tahir,
Good professional.
Sir Adnan Ahmed Naeem,
Good colleague.
Dr. Khansa Masood,
Researcher.
Dr. Warda Gul,
Good academician.
Dr. Mishal Hussain Naqvi,
Excellent researcher and faculty member.
Dr. Farooq,
Young talent for SPA.
Ms. Sana Rana,
Best teacher.
Ms. Fatma Mushtaq,
Good hospitality professional.
Ms. Hajra Tahir,
Good professional.
Sir Nabil,
Good sportsman.
and you also have some staff members, of course, in the School of Professional Advancement. Let's go over to them. What word do you think best describes Sir Kashif Ijaz?
Big support.
Sir Shahid,
Our evening support.
Sir Abdul Jabbar.
Good professional.
Right. That's it. That's all we have for the rapid fire round. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. We are so honored to have you here.
It's an honor for me to come over here and to participate with you. And thank you very much for asking wonderful questions.
Thank you so much. That's it for our podcast. Thank you for tuning in with us. And we are so honored that our university and our department, the School of Professional Advancement, has taken such a leverage to invite such an honorable guest, the Dean of our department, Dr. Professor Atif Hassan, who has shared his academic and research insights that will be helpful for all the students in our university. To our viewers and listeners, please keep tuning in to our social media pages, SPA InsiderCast, where we will be, inshallah, posting this podcast as soon as possible. Thank you so much.